Hey everyone, it's Chris here at Fernglade Farm. A couple of months back the Permaculture Research Institute did an article on Hugelkultur. Now living in the forest I have access to a lot of trees and there are a lot of saplings that will never grow to their full age. So I decided to experiment with them and see what the results are. As you can see behind me, a lot of the saplings are quite densely planted and they're regrowth from the Ash Wednesday bushfires from February 1983. And because they're so densely planted, a lot of them aren't going to reach their full height. But some of the trees here are really quite large. One of the problems with the forest here is that the soil flora and fauna has a lot of difficulty breaking down the local timber, and as you can see this particular tree here fell down in the Ash Wednesday fires of February 1983. Now when you think about it, that's almost 29 years old and you can see the burn marks in the tree. It's all burnt, there's a little bit of moss sitting on it now, but 29 years, you'd expect it to be soiled by now, but it's not. And this is one of the issues with the forest here. A couple of weeks back, I was looking into one of my fire piles for firewood and I discovered an interesting fungus. It's one that breaks down the local timber. If you have a look here, you can see it. I'll just turn that over and you can see this white material. That's actually Mycelium, which is actually turning this timber into soil. And look at that, that's lovely, that is. What I've done is to utilise some of those saplings by laying them down in a bed that runs on contour and apply mulch over the top. Now I've inoculated it with that particular fungi, and into the bed I've planted all of my Blackberry cultivars. Now I've got about 30 or 40 different cultivars of Thornless Blackberry. So I'm just going to see how it's going as an experiment, and you can see on this chunk of timber that the fungus has already taken, that's the little white marks on it. As an experiment, I've set up two separate Hugelkultur beds. This one here is a raspberry bed and it contains about 40 canes. And it also is different to the Blackberry bed because it has larger saplings, whereas the Blackberry bed contains much smaller saplings. And I'm going to see which performs better, so we should know shortly. The Hugelkultur beds are an ongoing experiment here to make use of a locally available resource, and I'll keep you updated and let you know how it's going.